I'm SP from Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D., a show about the general Marvel comic universe, part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other hilarious and fun geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Welcome to Hot Hero Summer, brought to you by Smoking and Drinking in Space and Smoking and Drinking in Capes.
We will be simulcasting weekly straight to your ear holes all summer long, so you can catch all the Heroes episodes on either feed thanks to the miracles of black magic and, my favorite, time travel.
The sun rises on a new dawn. Yet few of us realize the debt we owe to those responsible for this, to those who dwell among us, anonymous, seemingly ordinary, whom destiny brought together to repair, to heal, to save us from ourselves.
If evolution can do this for even the smallest of creatures, then why not these human beings?
If someone here found out about me, what would happen?
When will they stop?
I don't know.
She's a shiny new toy, and she's all mine.
And they're still out there, among us, in the shadows, in the light. We pass them on the street without a glance, never suspecting, never knowing. Do they even know yet? That they are bound together by a common purpose, a glaring reality, to be extraordinary.
Teleportation, tissue regeneration. These are no longer simply theories. I have seen them with my own eyes.
And when destiny does anoint them,
My name is Hiro Nakamura. I'm from the future.
how do they hide from it?
You may feel confined here, but this is far freer a cage than the one they'd put you in.
How long can they dwell in the shadows before either fate or their own flawed humanity draws them out into the light again?
And welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week we continue our Hot Heroes summer as we wake up in a shipping container with no memory of season 1 while trying to figure out what's going on and who all these new characters are, starring Irish pubs, black tears, and trips to the past. It's season 2, episodes 1 through 6 of Heroes. But first, he's the man who yanks his family out of Texas all the way to California and tells them they can't have any fun. It's Rob. How you doing, Rob?
Man, I'm glad I'm yanking my family and not something else.
Oh, you're definitely yanking that as well.
Oh, man, I thought this was going to be a completely different show this time around. Who am I kidding? It's just recycled.
What?
Yeah, that was a jab at season 2.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of shit that's recycled in season 2. We'll definitely get into that. Yeah.
I don't have any news.
Yeah, we're not doing news this summer, remember?
No, we're not. We're not supposed to. Well. So here's the thing. We've got a bit of an issue. So our normal writer for this series, he's on strike.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The writer's strike happened.
Yeah. The writer's strike has commenced. So that should give you a timeline as to, it's May. We're recording in May. Writer's strike happened. So so not only did our normal pod crawl lady take the summer off, we gave her the vacation. We hired a ghostwriter. We hired a writer to come in, and now he's on strike. So I more or less just copied and pasted Wikipedia.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really?
No, I didn't. I found some other schlup who he'd do it for a couple nickels. Hey,
there's people that'll do a lot of things for a couple nickels.
Yeah, and it's not funny. There wasn't really much humor in there, but hey, he got the job done this time. I asked him if he wanted to do it in a humorous manner or in a funny manner, and he said something about, I strive to be accurate, so I don't want to make it funny.
So is this written in pictogram?
Are you
that hobo who wanted the 2 nickels?
No, I'm a little bit more pricey than that, because I'm high class.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
Yeah, no, high class. I only do it for 2.5 nickels.
How do you get a half a nickel?
You have to cut the nickel in half.
Oh God.
Yeah. I'm not going to take 2.5 cents. I want half a nickel.
You're an idiot.
That's what my mom tells me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got it. It's posted in the usual spot.
All right. Well, let's do this.
Yeah. Good luck.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Okay, episode 1. 4 months after the incident in Kirby Plaza, Suresh and Bennett are conspiring to bring the company down. Mohinder is hired by Bob Bishop of the company. The Bennetts have moved from Texas to California. Matt has divorced his wife because she was pregnant from her affair and is raising Molly with Mohinder. Molly has been having nightmares about a man who can see her. Hiro meets his hero Kensei in 1671 Japan, who is actually an Englishman. Twins Maya and Alejandro Herrera flee a murder charge and try to get to the United States to see Suresh's father, whom they do not know to be dead. Kaito is murdered, Peter is in Ireland and has amnesia, Nathan has become an alcoholic. In episode 2 of Heroes, this features multiple storylines that progress simultaneously. Peter Petrelli is held captive by Irish criminals who are trying to find out about missing cargo while Caitlin tends to him. Bob sends Mohinder on a mission to heal the Haitian, and Maya and Alejandro are struggling to cross the border when they encounter a family friend who introduces them to a healer who tells Maya that her disease is incurable. Matt Parkman and Detective Fuller investigate Kaito Nakamura's death and talk to Angela Petrelli, who alludes to a prior sexual relationship with Kaito. Hiro Nakamura impersonates Takezo Kensei and rescues a swordsmith's daughter, but Kensei is ambushed and appears to be killed before miraculously reviving. Meanwhile, Claire Bennett cuts off her little toe to test her healing abilities and is caught by West, who disappears, leaving behind Chandra Suresh's book. The episode ends with Claire's dog barking at the sky. In episode 3 of Heroes, Sylar wakes up on a beach next to a woman named Michelle, who is actually Candace Wilmer in disguise. Michelle later reveals that they are actually in a small shack in the middle of a forest. Sylar discovers that he cannot use any abilities he acquired, and Michelle explains that his powers will return with her help, but his wound must heal first. Meanwhile, Peter Petrelli is trying to control his powers and aids Ricky and his gang in stealing a large amount of cash. However, Ricky's brother Will turns traitor and holds Ricky at gunpoint, demanding the money. Will shoots Peter twice when he tries to intervene, but Peter regenerates and uses telekinesis to hold Will against the wall, choking him. Due to Caitlin's pleas, Peter stops short of killing Will. Maya and Alejandro are on the run and looking for a car to get them to the border. When Alejandro tries to break into a parked car, the two are caught by the police. Maya manages to escape, but Alejandro is arrested and brought to the station. There, he sees on a wanted poster that he and his sister are wanted for homicide. Noah tells Mohinder that he'll protect him as long as he's alive, and Mohinder takes a snapshot of the subject of the 8th painting, which depicts Noah's bloody corpse with a bullet hole through his eye. In the background, Claire is seen embracing and kissing a shadowed figure. The episode ends with Noah contemplating the ominous painting on his computer screen. Episode 4, Micah's cousin, Monica Dawson, discovers her own ability, muscle mimicking. Matt inhibits? Yep. He inhibits Nathan's help to find the man who's been killing the company founders such as Kaito. Matt discovers that his father Maury was among the company's founders, and Sylar joins Maya and Alejandro on their journey back to New York. In Season 2, Episode 5 of Heroes, Peter Petrelli hides from Ellie, who has the power to conjure electricity, and discovers clues about his past from a mysterious box. Ellie kills Ricky when he lies about Peter's whereabouts and is then ordered to stop her search for Peter. Monica discovers her ability to mimic any physical action and tests it with Micah. Matt and Nathan find Matt's telepathic father, who traps them in mental illusions. Mohinder considers taking Molly to the company for help, while Nikki attempts to escape from the company's hospital. Meanwhile, Ando continues to read Heroes' messages from feudal Japan. In Episode 6 of Heroes, Peter follows the painting and ticket to Montreal with Caitlin, who wants revenge for her brother's death. Meanwhile, Claire tries out for the cheerleading team, and Wes convinces her to use her cheerleading as a cover for their relationship. Mohinder is asked to give Monica an experimental variation of the virus to disable her powers, but refuses. Siler travels with Maya and Alejandro to the border, and Maya argues that they need him and that he has been sent by God. Bennett and the Haitian interrogate Ivan for information about the other paintings, threatening to take away his memories. Hiro and Kensei attack Whitebeard's camp, but Kensei betrays Hiro and sides with Whitebeard, taking Yeko and her father away. Finally, Peter and Caitlin arrive in Montreal to find a note from Adam Monroe, but they accidentally teleport to New York City a year in the future. Yeah, there was no humor in that at all.
There wasn't. I tried. This writer sucks. I hope the writer strike comes in soon.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can convince them with more than 2.5.
Maybe I'll just find a different writer. Find a more desperate hobo.
Yeah, that might help. We'll find out next week.
All right,
that's all we got for today.
No, it's not. So season 2, episodes 1 through 6 of Heroes. So Peter is back, although he didn't come back until the end of episode 1?
The very end of episode 1. Apparently he's been sitting in a crate for a while.
Yeah. He's apparently been around Ellie at least once before, because he's got a brand new ability. He can shoot lightning from his hands.
Yes. I guess so. I guess we don't know.
Well, I mean, she's the only other person that we've seen that shoots lightning. So
but we haven't seen it yet, and we've got 5 more episodes for this season. This is interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. So we're reviewing this show, and in season 2,
Season 2 of Heroes was affected by the writer's strike of 2007-2008. Yeah,
right, exactly. And we're reviewing that, and I figured we might talk about it a little bit. And then lo and behold, so does that mean that Heroes season 2 is cursed?
It might be. We're reviewing Heroes season 2, and suddenly there's a writer's strike in real time. Yeah,
we brought bad juju to the world. Our apologies.
Maybe Heroes 2 Heroes season 2 should just be banned.
It should. One more week. Let's give it one more week and let's see what happens.
Okay, one more week.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll be done with it by then, but whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. One more. Maybe the writer's strike will be over in a week. Probably not. I don't think so, but who knows?
All right, so Peter is found in a shipping container in Ireland, and
of all places,
and is in place of the loot that the people that were trying to rob the shipping container was expecting. So he's brought back to the Irish pub that kind of stands in for their legitimate business front and their hangout.
But hold on. It seems like their legitimate business is always closed.
It is.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
You never see anybody in there.
Never. I mean, I understand maybe some of those scenes were happening early morning, but there was some that were happening in the middle, mid-afternoon, happy hour time.
Right.
And there still wasn't anybody in there.
Right.
So I don't know how they're paying rent. Well, I mean, I know how they're paying rent, but I don't know how they're paying rent.
So we get Peter back.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah. Moving on.
They're paying rent from their ill-gotten gains, apparently.
Yeah.
So they're at least good at stealing shit if they're not good at, operating an Irish pub.
Yeah. They're not really good at stealing shit. They didn't steal anything except a dude. They've upgraded to human trafficking.
Right.
Unbeknownst to themselves.
The first episode, though, touched on a few things. So we get an update on where Matt and Mohinder are. So Matt and Mohinder are, I guess, a domestic couple now.
They're, what is it, the odd couple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're taking care of Molly.
So is Molly... So did they adopt Molly, or have they basically done child kidnapping?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
And if you kidnap from a company that basically kidnapped you the first time, is it really kidnapping?
I think it is kidnapping.
I mean,
her parents were slaughtered. Yeah,
right.
And
we can assume that the company maybe pulled some strings and basically legally adopt, somebody fostered her,
sure,
in paperwork wise. But I mean, yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how. I think they just kind of glossed over that. Yeah, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain that's forging documents for this. Yeah. Yeah, so that's curious. But she's living with Mohinder and Matt at this point, and she's being, plagued by nightmares. She mentioned this briefly in season 1, that there was somebody that she never looked at because she was afraid and they could see her back.
Right, they'd look back and find her.
Right, and so apparently that's Matt's dad.
Yeah.
Which
who would have thought?
I don't understand what he obviously has the ability to manipulate minds, which I think Matt, if memory serves, also gains that ability later too.
Yeah, he's able to upgrade himself.
So that's why she was afraid of him, and Matt's dad has put her into some sort of coma.
Yeah.
Or catatonic state at some point, because they were looking for Matt's dad, and it turns out Matt's dad was the person that was haunting her dreams. She went ahead and looked for him, but didn't pull out in time, and so Matt's dad has fucked with her head.
I hate it when I do that.
Wait, when you don't pull out in time?
Yeah.
You would. Nobody believes that. You would actually have to have sex in order to not pull out in time.
True.
Yeah. Nice try. So Matt goes and confronts his dad, and then he basically fucks up Matt and oh shit, who was there with him?
Nathan.
Oh, that's right. Nathan Petrelli went with him.
Yeah.
So
they apparently like fighting each other.
Yeah. So Nathan Petrelli and Matt go to confront his dad. And his dad puts them both in these kind of mind states where he basically makes them think they're someplace else. They start fighting each other, and his dad gets away. So,
yep.
I'm curious. I don't remember much more about his dad, but I'm curious. I don't quite understand this storyline.
Wait, like them going for their dad or the killing off the original members of the company?
No. I understand the original members of the company. I know who's doing that.
No, we don't.
Well, I do
because
I remember who's doing it.
No, you don't. You got mind wiped by the Haitian.
No, I didn't. But yeah, I mean the whole. First off, how is it that Matt's dad and Matt both have the same powers? We haven't seen that at all in this series.
Yeah, we haven't seen where they have the same powers. We do know that you're genetically you got a genetic disposition if your parents have it.
Right.
We see that with Micah.
Yep. And the Petrellis.
Well, and the Petrellis. Yep.
Of course, we don't know that Angela has powers yet, but
true. I don't.
Or no, we do, because they said that everybody in the picture has powers.
Right. They came together because they had powers and wanted to
make
protect
the
people
world,
like themselves.
Yeah, wanted to make the world better.
Which means based off of those facts, the Mr. Petrelli, the dad, Father Petrelli, had powers of some sort. We don't know what, though.
I think we find out this season.
I think we do too. We find out this season or next season.
Yeah.
I mean, we find out eventually. But yeah, we've never seen somebody with the same powers in the same family. I don't know. Luck of the dice.
I mean, maybe.
Bad writing?
I'm going to attribute that to kind of shitty writing.
Maybe they were looking for certain things for the original group. You know, the original group would have certain abilities that would help them to shape their future or what have you. And they're like, okay, we need this one. And then it turned out, okay, so who's he related to? Well, let's just make this easy and make it Matt.
I mean, maybe.
What did Devereaux have?
Devereaux?
Charles Devereaux, the black dude that died at the beginning.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, we don't know what.
I don't know what he had. We don't know what we don't know what Mr. Nakamura had either.
Oh, that's true. Was it okay? Wait a minute. So the company is all about a normal person and a powered person. Maybe there were a few of them that didn't have powers.
I don't think so. I think that powered person and unpowered person came for their field agents. I don't think that was for the founders of the company.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't either, but that.
Well, why don't you?
That doesn't seem plausible or doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right. Yeah. Well, I mean, why don't you know what the answers? You didn't do any research?
No.
Okay.
Why would I research on this show?
I don't know. I'm trying.
I mean, did you do any research?
I'm doing it now. Look, I'm just trying to fill in some time. So if I do it too soon, this episode will go by really fast.
True.
Yeah.
So we know that Ellie is somebody's daughter, and I know who Ellie's daughter is, or who Ellie's parent is.
Oh yeah, we don't yet, but we do.
I mean, yeah, I kind of figured it out. It's not hard to figure out. Who do you think it is?
Who is? I'm going to go with Bob.
Yeah, it's Bob.
Bob for $100.
Bob's her dad.
Yeah, Bob's her. Oh wait, or is Bob her uncle?
No, Bob is not her uncle. Bob's her dad.
Bob's her uncle.
Bob's her father.
No, Luke is her father. What?
You're an idiot.
Maybe. A little research on the fly. Charles Devereaux doesn't have. Charles Devereaux doesn't really have anything.
What do you mean he doesn't really have anything?
He doesn't have any powers. Doesn't say it.
Well, it doesn't say it because they didn't show it.
Right. So if it didn't show it, then he doesn't have it.
No, that's not how this works. They said that the founders of the company were people who had powers and found each other and formed this group that were supposed to help make the world a better place. And then along the way, some people got greedy Nothing?
Okay. So Nakamura. No, I had something. Nakamura, it is revealed in a deleted scene, which was on the, which is in the season 2 box set, that he has the power of studying a situation and predicting its outcomes, apparently.
Okay. So, okay. So he's basically like a regression engine.
I guess, or Doctor Strange with the time stone.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
sure. That'll work. Seems like a weird power or ability. But speaking of Nakamura, we can talk about Hiro now.
Just move on down.
Yeah. So Hiro is stuck in feudal Japan and finally meets his hero. And they say, you know, never meet your heroes. And sure enough, his hero is kind of a fraud, to put it nicely. He's basically a drunk that I'm not sure how the legends painted him in the picture that they painted him, according to everything that we've heard from Hiro in season 1 about Kinsei, but Takeo Kinsei. And I'm wondering if, well, no, because that, I don't know. I think we've got a time paradox here. What do you think?
So I think it's a combination of both of them. You know, there's a couple things. I mean, obviously, there's a couple things that supposedly that Kinsei did that he actually Hiro did, but Hiro did it as in Kinsei's clothes,
right?
Know? So it basically, I think it's just a legend type of thing. You know, man versus the story, and there's a grain of truth mixed in, but I think we are diverging because of the whole love triangle or love tripod.
Tripod. Triangle.
Because Kinsei loves Yako, and Hiro loves Yako. Yako loves Hiro. So it's not really a full triangle because it doesn't go around in a circle. It's not a full triangle because it doesn't.
Not all love triangles go around in a circle, as you call it.
Yeah, but you know, actually, it's more like a square because. No, it is a tripod because Kinsei, well, no, I'm sorry. Monroe loves Yako. Hiro loves Yako. Yako loves the Kinsei character, which happens to mostly be, you know, she finds out is Hiro, right? So, you know, I think the fact that Hiro screwed some shit up, got caught, I think we've got a divergent timeline, but I don't know. I don't know how they'll right that wrong.
But do you really think that the historical events that we heard about in season 1 would have happened had Hiro not screwed things up?
Well, I mean, if we look at what we see, so Kinsei was already hiring people out to play him, right? Because Hiro thought it was Kinsei, tried to save him, and it happened to be a mercenary. So I think it would have played out, you know, but I can't say whether or not it was Monroe the whole time once he figured out that he could survive death. Or if most of those stories were Monroe hiring somebody.
He had hired a mercenary to save Yako.
To defend the village. Yeah. to defend the village.
And they would have killed the mercenary. They were just about to kill him when Hero came in. Hero actually saved the mercenary.
That's true. I don't know. I think they're just trying. I don't know. They're trying to pigeonhole some lore that they created in season 1.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Well, and it goes deeper into that because this comes into play later on in the series.
What comes into play?
Adam Monroe.
Oh, you mean he's still around?
Yeah. I mean, he's still around.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched episode 7 through 11.
Well, neither have I.
But you remember what happened.
Yes.
I don't. The Haitian wiped my memory.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Mostly.
Sure.
I mean, no, this season I kind of remember. Don't ask me about season 3. I couldn't tell you one thing that happens in season 3.
I'm not. My memory is really foggy about season 3 too. It's not as foggy with season 4, but I kind of want to forget season 4. So,
well, see, season 4 was the carnival thing. I remember bits and pieces, but it's bits and pieces.
Yeah. So, how many fucking storylines do they have in this goddamn season?
Well, so far we've got the Matt. We've got
Matt Mohinder.
Well, yeah, we've got the Matt Mohinder, but then we also have the Mohinder Bennett storyline.
Well, okay, so let's take this one at a time.
Okay.
So we have Matt Molly Mohinder. That's a storyline.
The 3 M's.
Yeah, that's a storyline in and of itself. We have the Bennett storyline, which includes Claire and Noah,
his family. Yeah, moving to California,
right?
To be under the radar,
right? We have the Hiro Nakamura storyline back in feudal Japan. We have the Peter Petrelli storyline in Ireland.
Yep.
We have Nathan is kind of floating between a few storylines, so I'm not going to give him his own storyline.
Yeah, but I think so. Well, I don't know, because Nathan is right now kind of tied to the Matt Nathan storyline because there's 2 storylines with Matt. There's the protecting Molly and trying to help take down the company in certain ways. And then you've got this other thing that, lo and behold, involves him with the company in that the killings, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is Nathan is kind of floating between storylines. So we've got the 4 that we've mentioned, plus the killing of the original company member storyline.
Yeah, and you got Nathan's,
and that's kind of the
jet.
The what?
He's the jet.
Right. But the killing of everybody is kind of the thread that is supposed to tie all these storylines together. The storyline that I'm not sure how they're tying in, except for the fact that they brought What's-Her-Face in for some testing, is the Micah storyline, where his mom just unceremoniously dumps him at a relative's house and flees up to the company hospital to...
Yeah, she was trying to get rid of her other personality.
Right.
She's still which doesn't make sense to me because she seemed okay.
Yeah, she seemed okay at the end of the first season.
Right. And now all of a sudden she decided she's not okay anymore?
I guess not.
She broke because DL broke?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know.
Weak ass mentality.
It's weak ass writing. We have 6 fucking storylines that we're trying to track here. Yeah. That is way too many fucking storylines to try and track.
I mean, we had kind of sort of the same amount in season 1.
No. There weren't that many.
Okay, we had Ando and Hero's escapades.
Yeah, we had Ando and Hero. We had Noah. We had Peter. We had Nikki.
We had
4.
No, we also had Sylar and Mohinder. So that's 5. Plus Parkman.
Yeah, but Parkman got folded into another
yeah, and
another
we also
story.
had Nathan's Congress run.
That was part of Peter's.
Okay, you're tying that one in.
Yeah.
There. All right. Because I was kind of tying Peter in terms of trying to figure out about the whole save the cheerleader, save the world situation.
Yeah, I'm going to include.
I mean, there was a lot of jumping around. I mean,
I think there was more coherence in season 1, though.
Yes, I will agree with that, in that it is by this time, by episode 6, things were coming together. More stories were coming together. More threads were kind of merging and pushing. Not many. I mean, it was only a couple of them. Well, here's what I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that you got me thinking about this, I think season 1 we had more episodes, which meant that they spent more time on individual stories, so it didn't seem like it was so disjointed. They would spend 2 or 3 episodes on one certain thread, and then they would jump over, move that other thread a little bit closer to, the ultimate Kirby Plaza thing, or actually Save the Cheerleader and then Kirby Plaza. Whereas in this, it's a shortened season, which when they first started writing these, they weren't knowing that it was going to be a shortened season, but it's a shortened season, so things are moving faster.
But I don't. And we forgot Alejandro and Sylar and Maya. So there's 7 fucking storylines in this goddamn season.
Yeah.
I don't even think things are moving faster. It's taking Maya and Alejandro fucking forever to get out of Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
This season seems like it's dragging.
And I think it's because they're not spending any time in one place on any of their episodes. They're still bouncing around.
They are bouncing around a lot, yeah.
In one episode, they're about. Well, hell, I mean, we've had 7 different stories in 6 episodes, right? And every story has been, with the exception of Alejandro and Maya, they didn't get introduced until episode 2.
No, they were in 1.
Were they in 1?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, they were at the very end. But we didn't see. We didn't see Sylar until episode 2.
No, we didn't see Sylar until then. No, we didn't see Sylar until episode 3.
Until 3, that's right. Yeah, we saw him at the end of 2 because didn't we? No, it was the beginning of 3.
Yeah,
because it opened with him on the beach.
Yep,
and you were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
So, yeah, they, I don't know. It's a little weak.
What is muscle memory? How is that an ability?
She sees something, and
I know she can see it and she can suddenly do it, but
yeah,
I don't know. That's a fucked up power.
She can mimic anything that she sees. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting, but it's not going to go very far.
Yeah.
And how far does it go? 'Cause, I mean, if it comes down to she can do whatever she has seen, then if she only sees a couple of karate moves, she only knows those couple of karate moves.
Right.
So eventually she's going to get overtaken, unless it's like Taskmaster and Black Widow, and she learns from her opponent, and then bam, now it's an issue.
I mean, maybe
as
I don't
she's
know.
fighting, if she's got the wherewithal to do that, but I don't.
And
think she
the
does.
physical ability to do that.
Well, apparently she can. If she sees it, she can do it. So all of a sudden, she can pile drive you, or swing from the ropes, or whatever, or do flips and crap.
Because that takes a certain amount of strength to pull that shit off.
You just need some wires and a harness.
Right. Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. She has her own wire team. Silly. Yeah.
So what do you think's wrong with Sylar's abilities? I don't remember this part.
I don't either. I think here's an educated guess that I just came up with, or an educated theory. His ability is to identify what is quote unquote broken with somebody, or sees how they tick. And the fact that he is broken means that he can't necessarily see how people tick. He's not he's not fixed. So maybe
so
as
he
soon
can't
as
use any of his powers until
I think as once he heals his, maybe then he'll be able to re-access his powers, because right now he's broken, and he's always said, I see what's wrong with you, or whatever. I see how I can fix you. Well, he's broken. He needs to be fixed first. That's my shot in the dark guess.
Okay.
It's better than nothing. I mean, what do you think? Why do you think he can't do it?
Fuck, I don't know.
Okay.
I have no fucking clue. I mean,
all right.
He got fucked up and now he can't use his powers. And I'm like, why?
Right. I can understand maybe Candace. I can see maybe him not being able to do that one because he was basically still, a lot of pain, totally jacked up, probably on some painkillers and stuff like that. Not in the right mind, right? Not the right frame of mind.
Right.
So I could kind of understand that, but I mean, he hasn't tried to kill anybody yet.
The only thing that I can think of is he's got the Shanti virus.
Ooh.
But he's not showing really any symptoms.
Right.
Other than not being able to use his powers. Unless
it's a variant of some sort.
It might be.
Like what they were trying to inject into Monica.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were going to inject a different variant that was supposed to keep her okay, but kill her powers.
Maybe.
Turn her human again. I don't know. Maybe they'll explain it. I don't remember if they do.
I don't either.
I don't either. I don't.
I'm trying to remember how Maya and Alejandro's storyline. I've been racking my brain trying to remember how their storyline ended.
Oh, I
can't
don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember one bit. I know. Well, I mean, they left without him, right? They're split. They're split apart right now, aren't they?
No.
Are they not?
No, he's with them.
Oh, that's right. He caught back up.
Yeah. Because he was telling, at the border.
He got left at the border.
No. Alejandro wanted to leave him, but Maya wouldn't.
Oh, that's
and
right.
he was telling Maya Alejandro, because Alejandro apparently doesn't speak English. He was telling Alejandro that as soon as they get to New York, he's going to kill them both and take their powers.
Right. That's right. Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't either.
I mean, we can pretty much assume that they die, right? Because Sylar's bound and determined to get his shit back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or get new shit, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So here's a question that I had. We kind of touched on this before. We've got this whole thing where Hero can travel in time, but apparently he never comes back to the same time. He never goes back to where or to when he left, right? So like it's been months, right? 4 months or what have you, and Dad and Ando have been waiting for him like lost puppies at Kirby Plaza. So
yeah,
you know, you would think at some point Hiro would be coming back to the present and he would just go back to when he left.
Right.
But
apparently not. Yeah.
So maybe he can jump. Now that still doesn't make sense. I was going to say, maybe he can jump, but while he can travel back and forth, he can't ever travel back during his own present.
What?
His present is always moving forward. So like if he wants to go to present time, it's going to be whatever time that he left plus however long he's been gone in a different timeline or in a different time period. Because we kind of saw that with what's her face at the diner, right? He tried to jump back, went too far, stuck around for, well, no, he wasn't gone for 6 months.
No. You're trying to think about this more than the writers of the show thought about it?
Well, look, somebody has to, because the writers went on strike.
So
I'm just trying to figure out why he didn't ever go back to when he was supposed to, or when he left, like he was never gone.
And again, this is a part of my brain that doesn't remember what happened with his storyline.
I
don't even remember him going back to his present.
Well, I mean, he does. We know he does.
Do we?
Well, yeah, because he's in season 3 and 4.
Well, yeah,
that doesn't
but
mean anything.
I don't know what happens in season 3. So
yeah,
and he's got a very small part at the beginning of season 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. How do you think Nathan survived Peter blowing up?
I don't know. So I think he tossed Peter and bolted.
You think so?
I think he let go of Peter and then bolted, or Peter kicked him away, type of like got loose and said go and then bolted.
And he keeps seeing himself as burned, like half his body is burned.
Right.
So is that an illusion, or
I think that's survivor's guilt.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's.
I don't think he was actually burned.
But if he was burned, how come nobody else can see it? He doesn't have the power to
Yeah, he doesn't have the power of illusion. In fact, the person who had the power of illusion is dead now because Sylar killed her.
Right. Was what's his face? Was Peter ever near her?
Not that I can think of. No.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
And he definitely wasn't whenever. Peter exploded.
She was nearby in the building. We don't know how far Peter's reach is, right? So she was in the building.
So you think Peter gave him?
So Peter absorbed that, and Peter is projecting that onto him. But then if
he's got amnesia, and he's half a world away.
Look, he's a powerful dude. I don't think he's burned. I think he got away, but I really wish they would show what happened. Maybe they do. I don't remember what happens in the second half of 2.
Yeah, I don't either.
I know bits and pieces. Yeah, I know pieces. Like but you know, because I know we'll see Kinsey in modern day. That's but that's about it. I mean, I know a few other things, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know, I know that we'll see him in modern day. I know that at some point Peter gets his memories back.
How do you think he lost them in the first place?
Haitian.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I think the Haitian did it because the Haitian was still working for the company, and the
Haitian wasn't working for the company at the end of season 1.
Oh, that's right. But the company knew where he was, right? I mean, the company knew where he was because they sent
Mohinder, yeah.
But I think it was the Haitian at some point, you know, doing something. I mean, we know that Elle works for the company or works for Bob.
Yeah.
Which means that at some point in time, the company had tabs on Peter because Peter has electricity.
Right. Which I mentioned earlier that Peter had to have had contact with Elle at some point.
Right. Which
Ellie,
means
or however you
Ellie
say it.
or Elle. Yeah. So, you know, but it kind of seems like the company has changed slightly, and so maybe they would have brought the Haitian back into the fold, you know, or this is just smoke being thrown at Mohinder. But, you know, they kind of said that, hey, you know, those were the old dudes that were in charge or, you know, that was the one faction that thought that they were in charge. There was another faction that didn't agree with the direction or whatever.
Okay.
So maybe they brought him back, and then he got sick and left to go die at home.
Yeah, I don't know.
But apparently whatever Mohinder's blood does, it's not permanent.
Why?
Because Molly's sick again.
Well, she's sick because what's his face put her in a coma.
Yeah, but I thought
That's Dad.
no, but I thought they mentioned something before the whole coma. They mentioned something about the fact that Molly, without Mohinder's treatments, Molly would revert or would get sick again or something. I seem to recall that. I seem to recall it wasn't a cure-all. Like it helped quite a bit because he's still trying to find a vaccine because his blood isn't permanent.
Okay, I missed that. I guess.
Stopgap. Yeah, because that's what he's doing. He's trying to find a cure for the virus. Mohinder is, because and I would assume that's because his blood, or you know, the derivative off of his blood isn't permanent, right? It's a, you know, you got to get an injection every 6 months.
Okay.
You know, it's like you got to get a booster to keep yourself from getting COVID.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe I missed that part, but.
Well, you should go watch it all over again.
No, I'm not doing that.
I need you to for next week, please.
All right. You got a haiku for us this week?
I do. This one's called Part Due. Recycled powers. Cheerleader now in hiding. Company still sucks.
Yeah. And the whole romance storyline with Claire and what's his face,
West. Dude, West is a creep.
Yeah, West is kind of creepy.
Dude, I giggled a little bit when the pinky toe went flying. I totally forgot that she had done that.
Those are some of the sharpest fucking scissors ever, too, because she had to like cut through bone and shit.
Well, you know, pinky toes are kind of weak.
I know, but you still have to cut through bone. I don't think a pair of Fiskars is going to do that.
Well, she went in between the knuckles.
Oh, she didn't?
Yeah. She went in between the knuckles. She got in between those two little bone pieces.
I don't believe you.
You know, like, believe me, don't believe me, doesn't matter to me. That's what happened.
All right, you got any awards?
Yes, I'm supposed to.
Who's got your black lung?
Ricky.
Oh,
yeah, they got charred.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. That's a good one, actually. I think I'll go with that. I'll go with Ricky.
You are welcome to join in.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see anybody else smoking.
I didn't either. So
no, and he was toasty.
Yeah. All right, who's got your head lush?
Head lush. I'm just going to go ahead and just give it to the Irish boys.
The Irish boys, so all of them. Okay.
Yeah, all that whole gang, that whole crew. Yeah.
Mine's going to Nathan. He has made himself
raging.
a super drunk.
Yes, he is a raging alcoholic.
Yep. So
yeah,
Nathan is getting my head lush.
Trying to drown his survivor's guilt in booze.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Player.
He doesn't know it, but I'm going to go ahead and give the player to Peter because, his girlfriend died and he's moved on to somebody else.
That's true. He and Mohinder seem to have gotten really close.
No, Peter.
Oh, Peter. Oh, I thought you said Matt.
No, I said Peter the whole time. Matt. I'm giving it to Matt because they're the odd couple. Yeah, no, giving it to Peter.
Peter,
he got himself Caitlin, and he doesn't know that his other girlfriend just died 4 months ago. But hey,
well, he's moved on. So mine's gonna go to West because he's a creepy fuck, but he got what he wanted.
That's true. Yeah. I like it. That'll work.
And finally, who's got your purple hippo?
Do you think his powers work just like Superman's? Where they can just touch fingertips?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess he could test it out without having to worry with his girlfriend being able to survive, humongous
but I
falls and
don't.
all.
Yeah, they'll never test it out because he will never let her fall.
Right. Whatever. Yeah, that's another fucking power that they recycled was, Nathan's got flight and now West has flight.
Yeah. Do you think West can fly as fast as Nathan? Because West seems to, he flies off, but it's more of a floaty, not very fast thing. Whereas Nathan, every time he goes, it's, quick and then a sonic boom sort of situation.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Of course, West. Well, but Matt also has the scar from when they captured him and stuff. So
right.
I was going to say maybe West isn't, born with it.
Well, so that scar that's their isotope tracker.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah. We haven't seen any abilities being given. I mean, they don't give you.
Yeah,
abilities.
I thought they'd implied that a little bit in season 1, though. Maybe not.
The only thing I recall is that them saying that we helped you hone your abilities.
Okay.
Or something, or unlock its full potential, or whatever.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Okay, purple hippo. You asked me, and I went sideways. I gave it to both Nat. I gave it to Nat or Mathan. However you want to do that. Odd couple. Yeah, no, Nathan and Matt for their nightmare world.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll go along with you on that one. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because it really messed them up.
They messed each other up for a little bit.
Well, that too. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, final thoughts.
Let's finish this season. Move on.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we've stepped in it, Jason. We've started this.
Yeah, whose idea was this?
Unlike the writers, we need to finish. Oh, Whose idea was this?
Whose idea was this? I'm
was
pretty
this mine?
sure this was your
mine
idea.
or yours?
I'm pretty sure this was your idea.
It came up somehow. And I mean, you went along with it.
Oh, I know what it was.
What was it?
We were picking once.
That's
for a
right.
show, and it came up on the list.
It came up.
We were like, no, we can't do this because
yeah.
it's like 4 seasons. And you were like, well, but we could do it this summer.
Yeah, and our listeners don't know that because we normally pull that out. Yeah, there you go, guys. So sometimes it isn't completely random. Well, I mean, it technically still is. We'll just say, okay, choose another number or tell me when to stop again. But yeah, sometimes when it's a series, we don't want to do series all the time. It's a ass licking. It hurts.
Yeah, it takes a lot to do a series.
Yeah, so normally we skip those and kind of save them after we've been around for a while. But yeah, that's right. So you chose it for Satic, and then I was like, ooh, no. But hey, why don't we do that? Because you had been talking about doing something. You were thinking about maybe picking up Jurassic Park because we didn't get to do that last summer.
Right.
And I suggested, well, we could do Heroes. It's technically sci-fi as well because of the medical experimentation, genetic stuff.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, that qualifies. So 2 birds, 1 stone. We don't have to do 2 different summer series.
Right.
Which makes it easy.
Yeah.
At least we thought at the time.
We said it was going to make it easy, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been too terrible yet. It was a little rough in March, but in March.
Figuring out whose show was doing what and when.
Look, we got it all.
The scheduling
sucked. Scheduling sucked, and trying to get far enough ahead to where we didn't get behind. Because trying to do 6 episodes watch 6 episodes in a week, that would have been hard.
Well, and yeah, we still may be up against that.
No, I think we'll be all right. I mean, I'm going to be up against that next week just because in real time here I haven't watched the next 5 episodes.
Neither have I.
Yeah, and we're recording in exactly 1 week.
Yep.
But that's all right. We'll be all right. We have a little bit of a break after that because we got a couple other things to record.
That's true.
So,
all right.
Move on.
Well, that's next week. We're going to be discussing episodes 7 to 11 of Heroes Season 2, and that'll be it for Heroes Season 2. Like I said, it was a writer's strike year, so Heroes got caught in the writer's strike of 2007-2008, along with a lot of other shows. In fact, Breaking Bad was one of the shows that I was checking out at the time, and it got caught up in this. So
it got hit with that as well.
Yep.
Because they didn't pre-record everything.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't.
We'll be doing.
I was still on mainstream. I was on, regular TV at the time.
What a plebe.
Yeah, I didn't get the premium stuff.
It wasn't premium. It was just Netflix.
Breaking Bad?
Oh no, AMC. That's right, AMC.
Yeah, that was AMC, which was still premium.
Premium. It was just cable.
It was cable. Look, 2007. Hell yeah, I was still a broke college kid, dude. Yeah.
So we will.
Heck yeah.
All right. So next week we're going to finish up season 2. That's episodes 7 through 11. But that's all we've got for this episode. Our intro and outro music was "Welcome Home" by Cambo. Podcrawl music is "Snack Mix" by Bachette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord, or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon. For this episode, I'm Jason.
I'm Rob, and my nipples are hard now from rubbing them.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Cut glass. It's so cold in my room.
We'll talk to you next week. And that's got it for this week. Our intro and outro episode.
Our intro and outro episode?
Yep, our intro and outro. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, next week we'll finish up season 2. And that's got it for this week. Or, fuck, I am so fucking flustered now. All right, let me try this one more time.
I didn't even show you dick pics.
That's why I'm so flustered.
No. Oh, you okay. Hold on. Let me turn on the camera. I'll show you my nipples today.